All right, it is 11:30 at night, and I am making this video because I said I would make a solo video every 2 weeks, and I'd rather just produce something than nothing at all. So this one's obviously titled, I Want to Be Like a Man. Notice I said I want to be like a man and not a man. So essentially I'm creating the show I Want to Be Mark Wahlberg for Adelaide Fringe, and in essence the show is about trying to figure out why I want to be like a man. I want to be Mark Wahlberg just sounds better, right? So I don't know, it's difficult because I have so many experiences from when I was really young. Like, you know, a lot of women resonate with these experiences, like, you know, playing with dinosaurs or playing in the mud, associating myself with the male characters in TV. You know, like even like Simba from The Lion King or Mufasa or Goku, you know, Vegeta, just heroism, right? Batman, Mark Wahlberg, Eminem, like just all these male figures that were presented to me growing up. I identified with them more than I did with the woman. So women were always presented to me as like, you know, feminine, pretty, delicate. And yeah, men were like strong, bold, and brave. And I don't know, also trying to work out how that works in with what people call me. So people will say things like, you look like a man, or you have a masculine energy, or you have a staunchness about you, or, you know, you dress like a boy. Even kids as young as 5 will say like, are you a girl or a boy? And then I'll ask them, okay, what do you think? And they'll say, I don't know. I mean, you have a girl's name, so maybe you're a girl. I'm like, is that the only indicator that says that I'm a woman? Obviously, I didn't use indicator because these kids are 5, but it's interesting what like 5-year-olds say, right? Like they don't have the language for it. But even a 10-year-old said to me, he was like, you have a girl's, like you look like a girl, but you have the personality of a boy. I was like, oh, what do you mean by that? And he's like, well, because you play sports and stuff. And I'm like, well, you know, girls can play sport, right? And he's like, yeah, I know. I just think he didn't have the language to understand or to say like what he meant. I mean, it's weird because it's like, yeah, it's what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it's not ideal, but I'm not butthurt about it. You know, I'm just trying to understand like what is it? Why are people telling me I look like a man, and then why do I identify like with men? But then why am I not non-binary or trans? Or because I feel like a lot of my experience relates to the non-binary experience or the trans man experience, or yeah, it's interesting. And I think what I figured out is it's the masculine gender role. It's the masculine gender role that I associate myself with. I don't think it's actually manhood. Like, it's masculinity. Like, I'm a woman because that's my biology, but I'm more masculine. But then in this whole conversation around gender and everything, like, the light, I feel like there's just it becomes like this semantic thing. Like when people say woman, like, are you talking about a biological female, or are you talking about someone who's feminine? Like, I don't feel like a woman today. I might catch myself using that phrase and it means I don't feel feminine, or I feel like a man might just mean I feel masculine, because people kind of would understand what I mean. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, I feel like a boy. I'm not literally a boy, but like they'll be like, I think people could understand that if I say that, like semantically, I feel like a boy, it means, you know, I feel masculine. So yeah, I mean, I'm 32 now, but I've always, part of me is like, why does anyone care what I have to say? Anyway, yep, it's 11:30 at night. I've been going for 5 minutes. Yeah, so I'm just trying to, I suppose what I worked out is it's the gender role. because if I'm a woman, I don't know if there's any like biological indication. Like I've been told I have high testosterone, and apparently there can be like prenatal testosterone exposure in the womb, which can masculinize the brain and make you more masculine, and you to adhere maybe more to male typical or masculine traits in society. But I suppose, what it comes down to me, and I suppose back to answer my own question, why not non-binary or why not trans? It's like, I don't experience dysphoria in my body. I just I don't fit the feminine gender stereotype. But what I've managed to figure out is it's masculinity, being male typical, like acting like a man, like how men act in society. Like it's about the masculine gender role. I also feel like non-binary kind of can sometimes inadvertently suggest that everyone else is binary, as in like every woman is feminine, every man is masculine. So as soon as you say, "Oh, I'm non-binary," you're kind of saying you're not a feminine woman or you're not a masculine man. And I'm like, well, neither. Like we're all technically non-binary. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know. Yeah, like with pronouns and stuff, I think it just feels, what's the word? Not practical for me. Yeah, I suppose why don't I use the pronouns? It's just like, I know I'm gender non-conforming, but I'm not going to go around telling people to refer to me as they, them, or I don't know, it just doesn't feel very useful. I think people who meet me already get that I'm a bit gender non-conforming, so it's like, I don't need to tell them by saying, oh, my pronouns are, I'm non-binary, even though I can kind of identify with the theory, or I understand it, or I relate to it. I feel like it reinforces gender stereotypes in a weird way. I don't know. I'm happy for people to comment on that. So essentially I'm making this show. I want to be Mark Wahlberg, which is I want to be like a man. And I think that's my revelation. I don't know if it's helpful for anyone that it's masculinity. It's the role I want to be in society. It's not actually wanting to be a man. Oh man. Okay. All right. I'm going to leave that there. But if there's anything I said that was interesting, maybe drop it in the comments and maybe I'll try and make another video, or I'll just, I'm just here to open up conversation, and maybe I'll reply. I've just got a baby channel, but thanks for tuning in.